welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to talk about Rahu transit in Aquarius and its impact on Virgo rising. So anybody with a Virgo rising, Virgo ascendant, Virgo Lagna or Moon in Virgo, this video is applicable for all of them. Now let's talk about the transit. So Rahu would be transiting in Aquarius. So Rahu is a co-lord in Aquarius, which means Rahu is in a very, very comfortable position, in its own house. It's a co-lord. Now, the second thing is Rahu is transiting in your 6th house. So 6th house is a malefic house and Rahu is a malefic planet, which means, a malefic planet in a malefic house produces excellent results. So this is going to be an excellent transit for you people. So Rahu, when it comes to Upchaya houses, which is, 3rd, 6th, 10th and 11th, Rahu is at its best when it comes to Upchaya houses. It performs at its peak. It's in the, the best, I would say, position in Upchaya houses. So like we have studied in maths, minus and minus is plus, negative and negative is positive. In the same way, a negative planet, a malefic planet in a malefic house, it produces positive results. Now, let's talk about, what does this transit brings for you. So what is 6th house? 6th house is basically the house of your debts, the house of your disease, the house of your enemies, the house of competition, the house of daily work routine. So what happens, one thing is, about the courage, now when you face a problem, when you face a challenge, you would say, bring it on. I will see it. So the more the challenges, the more the opportunities, and you would not be scared. You would be facing it head on. So you would not be scared of any challenge, any difficulty, any situation. You would say, bring it on, and you're going to create an opportunity out of these, adverse situations. So it's, something like Rahu is at its absolute sharpest best when the situation is the worst. So in the same way, the more the situation would go worst, you would be at your sharpest best. So this is how, that's big, the first big advantage about this transit for you people, the next 1.5 years. Now, the second thing is, this is about the health. So this house, as I said, is also about the house of disease. So what happens when, Rahu transits in your 6th house means your health for the next 1.5 years would be excellent. Second, if you have been struggling with the disease, you would be able to recover from that disease, or, that disease would be cured. Now, the third thing is, if some of you would be struggling with some disease which has not been diagnosed as of now, as yet. So here, what you would see in the next 1.5 years with this transit, that disease, you get the right doctor, that disease gets diagnosed, you get the right medicines, and your body would respond to those medicines. So in terms of health, it is an excellent time. Now, the next thing is about the competition, because this is the house of your enemies. So you would be able to overpower your enemies. You would be able to overpower your competitors. You would be able to overpower your peers at work. So this is something which is, a very favorite position of Rahu in order to conquer your enemies. So you are a business owner. You would be able to suppress your competitors. If you are, at work, you would be able to suppress, or, I would say overpower your hidden enemies, or your, people who compete with you. So this is, this is seen from here. Now, the next thing is about the competition. So this house is also about the competition. So you would be victorious in the competition, which means, if you're applying for an IJP, you would come out victorious. You are a business owner and, there's a client, like 5 other people are also, applying for that business, that chunk of business they want. So here you would win the competition. Like you're a student, applying for some, competitive exam or some university or some, graduation. So you would be able to win the competition. So in terms of competition, you will always come out victorious. Now, This is also the house of about, problem solving, or, analysis, data analytics, I would say. So, Rahu is a planet which thinks out of the box. Rahu is a planet which is a very innovative planet. So, your organization where you work, they have come across some bug or some, problem. Everybody is biting nails. And, they would come to you and you would be able to resolve that problem in a very short span of time. Because one, you have the complete support of Rahu. Two, you have a razor sharp, mind towards problem solving. Unique problem solving skill sets, and you would apply innovation, around problem solving. You would think out of the box. So this is also a great advantage. Now, the next thing is, it is about the debts. So very important point, guys. About the debts. So this is also, as I said, this house is also about debts. So you've been struggling with debt, and you're thinking, how would you be able to clear such a big amount of debt? So in the next 1.5 years, you would be able to clear off the debt. You would be able to manage the debt very nicely. Okay. Now, the most important thing I'm telling you now is Rahu on the 3rd August 2026 would be moving into Dhanish Nakshatra, which means, it's a very, very favorable position for Rahu. And I'm going to make a proper video around that during that time. So, anybody who's planning to take debt for business expansion, for, big debt for business expansion, for buying a home, for buying a better car, so you can go for it right now, because one, you would be able to handle the debt very well, and you would be able to clear the major chunk of that, once Rahu enters the next nakshatra in 2026, August, 3rd August. Now, the next thing is, as I said, this is also the house of about the daily routine, which means, you would become excellent with your daily routine, like, getting up on time, going to work on time, managing your work on time, like managing multiple projects on time, spending time with your kids, spending time with the family, exercising. So, what the good thing about like success? So, success is basically a repetition of doing the same thing. A disciplined approach towards life is success, which means, you do the same thing again and again. You've like developed the habit of going for a walk, going for a run, hit the gym. So some or the other thing, you would develop in you, like your daily work routine, you would see a lot of improvement. And, that is the thing. Repetitively, you keep on doing this, and you like build success with a good daily work routine. So this is also, seen from here. Now, anybody with, going through some kind of like legal issues, this is also the house of legal, issues. So legal issues, you would see a relief. If you, get into some kind of legal issues, you would be victorious. So, this is a beautiful transit, guys, for you people. Rahu is at its absolutely best in the 6th house, and you would see a lot of, success. The only thing you have to be careful, because you would be doing excellent in terms of your work, in terms of your business, in terms of your profession, in terms of everything, around your health, around all the good things in life, would go very well. So yes, you would attract a lot of jealousy during this time. So you got to be careful around that. Plus, there is a possibility that, you would create a lot of hidden enemies at work. So, but none of them would be able to do anything, around this. So, all what I've said is about the transit, guys. But, I would be able to comment better if I know that, what, like Mahadasha you're passing through with, what Antardasha, what Pratyantardasha, what is, the position of Rahu in your natal chart. So that needs to be considered also, to comment better or to better evaluate, the next, this transit. Now, that's mostly what I wanted to share in this video. So, guys, one, if you've liked this video, please press the subscribe button, press the bell notification. And, people, those who are with Virgo rising, who are passing through with Rahu Mahadasha, I would request you to comment. And, I will add something onto that, and which is of good value for you. Now, people, if you want to do the treatments for Rahu, you can just write a comment. I will let you know. what are the best treatments for Rahu during this time. The only thing you have to be careful about is that, Rahu doesn't have any day, which means when the sun sets, Rahu is the biggest enemy of sun. When the sun sets, for example, sun sets at 7 p.m. So from 7 p.m. to 7:30 is the time when you should be doing the, treatments for Rahu. And then you will get the maximum, benefit out of it. So, I mean, that's mostly what I wanted to share, guys. I've shared my WhatsApp number, my email address. Anybody wants to talk to me or, consult with me or, show their horoscope readings, they can connect with me on WhatsApp or can write me an email. I would respond to that. So that's all what I wanted to share today, guys. Thanks for your time, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.